I hope that you've watched my previous video that I talk about the book club called Philosopher's Stone Book Club. It's a beautiful name derived from one of my favorite books, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It's an object that turns when something mediocre, something small or limited is turned by the stone. It turns it into beautiful metal as gold. It's a tool, and the name of the book is meant to create that kind of a platform where this knowledge or the book that will be reading through this club, for anyone who is going to be part of this club, there's going to be membership, and it's going to be an invaluable journey. And there are things that subtly hiding within us, subtly suppressed in the deeper layer of our subconscious, and there's some questions that we always seek the answers for, but until something shows up in front of us, we are not ready to acknowledge that part, see that part, the unfolded or hidden, rather not unfolded, hidden parts of us that we are not ready to look at many times because we are so busy handling our day-to-day tasks. And I think this club is meant to create that kind of a platform for those who are seekers, those who like to keep learning all the time. And when you do something as a group, when you do something together, it makes a lot of difference, because the energy, the power of many kind of plays role in in the learning process. So let's get started with this amazing book called A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. And this book, when I had received it back some few years back, and I hardly had chance to read this book at that time, but even then it had sold about 6 million copies. It is one of the worldwide bestseller book. It explores a deeper aspect, written in 2005, and some of the amazing concepts that it talks about. And I hope you enjoy this read. So I'm going to start from the back of the cover. Prepare for an amazing journey where life gets better and better. And that's exactly the idea of Philosopher Stone Book Club as well, that somewhere we are creating this space where we can contribute in your life, where it begins to get better and better with the discussions, with the reading, with the knowledge. Something may click to someone, and it can just help you make your life better and better. In today's rush, we all think too much. We seek too much, want too much, and forget about the joys of just being. Hi Zen, and I think somebody else has joined. Hi Nina ji, how are you? So I'm reading the back of the book cover, and I'm going to continue with that. In today's rush, we all think too much, seek too much, want too much, and forget about the joy of just being. We worry about what people think of us. We compare ourselves with our friends, family, and neighbors. And deep down, we worry we are not good enough. Eckhart Tolle will give you the confidence to let go of fear, anxiety, and the eternal quest for more. Read this book and you will stop defining your life and start living it with true openness and freedom. Stop searching for happiness and you will realize where it is, in those moments and feelings that you can't put into words. And what if that is possible, and what if this book club can show you that it is possible? Find out who you truly are and change your life for the better forever. And how I wish that many people's life can change through this platform. So I'm going to be reading this chapter. This is not the first chapter, but I felt like doing this chapter first because this seems like the need of the time. For all that is going on outside and all the changes, all the unpredictable shifts that we have to face on the day-to-day basis, be it we or somebody in the family is infected, or our loved ones infected, or we hear a lot of pain, a lot of disturbances going on in the world, and this is a perfect time to read this chapter. So I'll repeat the name. It's The Urgency of Transformation. When faced with a radical crisis, when the old ways of being in the world, of interacting with each other and with the realm of nature doesn't work anymore, when survival is threatened by seemingly unsurmountable problems, and individual life forms or a species will either die or become extinct, or rise above the limitations of its condition through an evolutionary leap. And that's exactly what we want to do through this club, is give people a insight that evolutionary leap is possible than choosing to be extinct. It is believed that life forms on this planet first evolved in the sea. When there were no animals yet to be found on land, the sea was already teeming with life. And then at some point, one of the sea creatures must have started to venture onto dry land. It would perhaps crawl a few inches at first, and then exhausted by the enormous gravitational pull of the planet, it would return to the water, where gravity is almost non-existent and where it could live with much greater ease. And then it tried again and again and again, and much later would adapt to life on land, grow feet instead of fins, and develop lungs instead of gills. It seems unlikely that a species would venture into such an alien environment and undergo an evolutionary transformation unless it was compelled to do so by some crisis situation. See, this is the beauty of understanding why transformation is required in this time. These are transforming times, and we all talk about new normal, change, but how to go about this change, how to really imbibe this change with more ease. And what if this book for the next 1 week can help us get more insights? There may have been a large sea area that got cut from the main ocean, where the water gradually receded over thousands of years, forcing fish to leave their habitat and evolve. Responding to a radical crisis that threatened our very survival, this is humanity's challenge now. The dysfunction of the egoic human mind, recognized already more than 2,500 years ago by the ancient wisdom teachers and now magnified through science and technology, is for the first time threatening the survival of the planet. Until very recently, the transformation of human consciousness, also pointed to by the ancient teachers, was no more than a possibility. Realized by a few rare individuals here and there, irrespective of culture or religious background, a widespread flowering of human consciousness did not happen because it was not yet imperative. A significant portion of the Earth's population will soon recognize, if they haven't already done so, that humanity is now faced with a stark choice: evolve or die. A still relatively small but rapidly growing percentage of humanity is already experiencing within themselves the breakup of the old egoic mind patterns and the emergence of new dimensions of consciousness. What is arising now is not a new belief system, a new religion, spiritual ideology or mythology. We are coming to the end for now of actual mythology, but also the ideology of belief systems. The change goes deeper than the content of your mind, deeper than your thoughts. In fact, at the heart of the new consciousness lies the transcendence of thoughts, a newfound ability of rising above thought, of realization, a dimension within yourself that is infinitely more vast than thoughts. So I'm going to stop reading at this point and we'll continue tomorrow at 9 p.m. from where we stopped, and we're going to get into this beautiful other chapter that says the new heaven and the new earth, and what by changing the patterns of our mind we can bring in this new heaven and the new earth that is required for all of us, for the coming generations right now. And what if we be the change? Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see in the world. And what a perfect saying, quote, whatever you call it, something that we can imbibe, and we can actually contribute to what our future can be, what our future generation can live through. And I hope to see you soon in the book club. For those who've joined, for those who will be watching it in the later part, thank you so much for watching this video, and keep seeing me at 9 p.m. this week for the special gift book read from Nirali Shah, and bye.